Why practice? The top 8 teams, top flight entertainment, this is the AVP League. Last week was an Olympic experience in Miami. April and Alix recaptured their gold medal form in a Friday night win. The Mayhem went 3-1 on home sand. Tonight, 3,000 miles away, we come inside to the soft SoCal sandbox. Week 3 is here. The AVP League continues to go to some of the best cities across America. We arrive in San Diego at the campus of San Diego State University, home to the #1 team in college basketball last year, Viejas Arena. We will take the beach inside. First up is going to be the Dallas Dream. Andy Benish, Miles Partain, they got off to a hot start. Kylie Deberg and Hailey Harward, they had the first match, and we'll talk about them in just a moment. The Miami Mayhem, they wrecked shop last weekend, going 3-1. Of course, the gold medalists Alix, Klineman, and April Ross, alongside Deberg and Trevor Crabb, who went undefeated just 7 days ago. New York Nitro will be back in action here in our standings for the very first time since Los Angeles. They were the only team to go undefeated in their first league action. Kevin Barnett once again joined by Cameron Irwin. Cam, I know you've been following a lot of storylines as we enter week 3 here. What's up the most?
Well, I'm so excited to see the men take place in this week 3 action because 3 of the 4 men's teams that will be competing are undefeated. Somebody's going to walk away with a loss. The question will be, who is it? And especially this Dallas Dream team, they haven't allowed for more than 10 points against in any of their matchups.
Okay, very interesting. With the women's side, we're going to start Hailey Harward and Kylie Deberg. They defeated the A team the last time that they played. They will kick us off as the Dream and the Mayhem face off tonight, along with the Nitro and the Smash. Mark Sherman has the crowd excited. He's throwing some souvenirs. Let's get him to bring the players out and start our Friday night.
Yes, everybody, let's meet the teams, shall we? First up, your Dallas Dream, ladies and gentlemen, wearing the #1, standing 5 feet 9 inches, the defender out of USC. Please welcome Hailey Harward. And her partner wearing the #2, standing 6 feet 4 out of LSU, it's Kylie Deberg. And their opponents, the Miami Mayhem. They are the Olympic gold medalists, ladies and gentlemen, wearing the #1, standing 6 feet 1, the defender out of USC. It's April Ross. And her partner, the blocker, standing 6'5" out of Stanford University, it's Alix Klineman. Let's go.
The partnerships and the teams really taking shape. You see the men welcoming their women onto the sand. The A team, Miami Mayhem, facing off with the Dallas Dream. Interestingly enough, it was 21-15, 21-16 the last time these two teams met. Kylie Deberg and Hailey Harward with the victory. How was it done, Cameron Irwin?
It was done by outstanding offense and defense, and not to mention the service pressure. Just giving you a few numbers. Kylie Deberg hit 632 in that matchup. She had 14 kills on 19 attempts. Get this, 4 blocks, 5 aces. That is a wild stat line against the A team.
April Ross back at the service line. Of course, a medal of every color, one of those exotic human beings. She will get us started. Indoors, no wind, and a totally prepared environment. Angle was the call, angle executed. That's your first look at Kylie Deberg out of LSU during her beach days. Before that, played at Missouri and Illinois indoors. A terrific indoor career before deciding the sand was for her. Her partner, Hailey Harward, also a former indoor player who then went to USC and starred there. It'll be April Ross. She bangs it through the block. Dug back over. A little bit of confusion there, a little bit of traffic for Alix Klineman, and it costs her the kill.
Kevin, you think back to the matchup in Huntington Beach. It was really the first time these two had hit the sands domestically since both of them having their first child in the offseason and since Tokyo. So a little bit of a different look for them, just kind of getting their feet back in the sand.
Harward again. Jump serve, working on April. That was the case last time they met, so I'm not surprised to see them go back there. That ball initially called wide and then rolled in. April Ross had 22 attempts in those two sets to Alix Klineman's 15. And Kylie Deberg was the target on the other side. 19 to 13 the attempts there. That catches just the edge of the nylon.
Well, and they have started right back at Kylie Deberg. Looking for her to side out.
Deberg so far hitting .324 in league play. Struggled down the stretch. That ball is not going to hit just long. And that was kind of the story last weekend. A lot of small plays that were just out of bounds.
Yeah, that set a little tight. When you're going up against a block like Alix Klineman, you have to give more space, and you can see just the amount of impact Alix can have on those tight sets.
It looks like to me with Deberg that she's on the edge of greatness because she's making the right choices, but they're not necessarily being executed every time.
It's a matter of consistency. Whenever you look at those top echelon teams, right? The top 4 teams, you're going, can they not only make the play, but can they execute at a consistent level? That's what won this team gold in Tokyo.
First side switch for the A team. Alix Klineman there, 6'5", now 34 years old. April Ross, 42 years old, but not playing like it at 6'1". And I talked to Alix just before this match. She said, we feel like we're doing some things a little bit better than the last time that we played. She did mention the service pressure and Deberg's heavy jump serve. That one goes into the net. What does it mean when a player is characterized as hitting a heavy ball?
It means that it's coming with a ton of pace, but the heaviness is also a little bit different too because it can come with some more impact. Some people have a really whippy and quick arm where it feels like it's going to ping off your platform. When it's a little heavier, you have to be able to cushion and release some of that pressure.
April Ross goes short. Deberg tries to go line. There's the big right hand of Alix Klineman. And then Harward improvises.
Hailey Harward, so good and crafty as an attacker. Her numbers in that matchup too. She was 8 of 13 the last time these two teams met.
Hitting .406 on the season. Can be really devastating in transition. They will continue to serve Ross, and it'll be on to Harward there. April this time. She'll try and go inside, and just does. 4-4.
Ross so good at seeing the block in front of her. She actually delayed a bit here on the attack. You can see her just on her way down, right in the seam between Deberg and Harward.
April Ross has won 74 tournaments as a pro, including 42 AVP events. Most recent winning streaks coming alongside Alix Klineman, who serves that one just wide. And that will send Deberg back to the line. Missed last time.
A miss to the sideline, but you can already see how Alix Klineman is trying to affect the side-out game by moving the service pressure around.
Overhead tough swing, and it's just long. But just like that, the Dallas Dream are up 6-4. Let's get down to the third member of our crew. It's Casey Patterson. What's up, man?
What's up, guys? Down here in the sand. The sand's amazing. This arena is incredible. We got two really good teams that are complementing kind of the similar style. Fun fact, the first match tournament that I ever saw April and Alix win was in The Hague, Netherlands, in an indoor arena just like this. So it kind of brought back some cool memories.
Absolutely. And Casey, I wonder, being indoors, how does that change the game?
Yeah, the ball floats different. I feel like the air pressure makes the ball react a little bit different, especially with float serves. So it's fun to watch the athletes that understand that and kind of leverage that to see how it changes the dynamic of their offense, defense, serve and pass. But yeah, that was the main thing whenever I played an indoor facility like this or like an arena. the ball just moves a little bit different. So being really aware of that was clutch.
Casey, we've had you as a coach, you've been an athlete, and now you're joining us on the broadcast side. How stoked are you to have the mic in front of you this weekend?
Yes, this is really fun. It feels a little awkward with shoes on. I might have to take them off and get in the sand, but I love it. I love being around it, the energy, and it brings back a lot of good memories.
All right, well, don't yell boom too loud. Last time you did that on a broadcast with me, Case, that was the end. We went to Vivaldi for the remainder.
I'll tone it down to make sure to get this thing lower just enough.
Just enough. All right, dive around down there, see if you can get in the box with some of the athletes. We'll come back to you.
Yeah, get some in the hair. I love it. I'm going to get it.
Fantastic. Casey Patterson joining us. We're looking forward to seeing where he goes throughout this event as timeout has been called. The Miami Mayhem there with Kyle Friend, who he shaved the mustache. He's no more Ted Lasso. Kind of disappointing to me, actually.
Yeah, I liked it.
7-4. Dream with another Dream start over the Mayhem. Interestingly enough, Alix Klineman's first 2 matches back, post-child, in 2023. Do you know who her partner was?
Yes, I do. It was Hailey Harward.
I knew you knew, Cam. Come on, I know you're thorough with your research. It was Hailey Harward.
Tried to qualify in for the World Championships.
Indeed they did. Here, tough serve down the middle. Looking for a bigger lead. Just out of reach for Harward and Deberg. Alix Klineman. A lot of cool opportunities coming out of an Olympic gold medal, becoming more of a mainstream celebrity. She got to go on the Family Feud, Celebrity Family Feud. She and April really enjoyed it. I said, well, how was it? She said, it was amazing, way more than I expected. She said, I was a little nervous about it, but then you get there and Steve Harvey's cracking jokes. She said, not just on air, but even in between, Steve Harvey is just as funny. And they won, so
yeah, that was my next
that'll make it better, yeah.
Survey says.
Good change of direction here from Harward. All right, 7-6 out of the timeout, right back into it.
Yeah, Deberg having a bit of a hard time on the first contact. Haven't been able to get back in system since the timeout.
That one right in her lap, pass too far, and that is just easy feeding for Alix Klineman, who gets called over.
6'4" problems.
Well, we'll let you judge.
I mean, she could be standing on the ground and still be over.
She's over on that play, but I think that was going to be a tough effort anyway. Unfortunate break for the Mayhem. Dream up 2. Harward at the line. This time, Alix Klineman. And Harward gets there, not quite on the second contact. This is how it works in the league. We're going to play best of 3 sets, 2:15. It's going to be pretty quick. You have to win by 2. We could go overtime. Just 1 timeout per team per side. You've seen already the Mayhem have used theirs. They have no way to stop play except for maybe a sand timeout for the rest of this first set.
I like what I've seen in terms of Alix Klineman going up against Deberg. This is a fun matchup for 2 of the tallest blockers on the women's side. You really get to see even Deberg get a nice touch there, just unable to find that secondary contact.
Klineman in at 6'5", Deberg at 6'4", doing battle at the net there. A little inside slide from Kylie Deberg.
Yeah, and I like the change of pace, going with the option play, especially with Klineman at the service line, forcing her to have to get the sprint to the net.
See if Deberg can get going from the line. Last time these 2 teams met, Deberg was tough from the line, hitting 5 aces. She'll jump in this time, but not quite far enough to get Ross.
Deberg really trying to work with that late angle block against both of these attackers. This is a good look here. She lines up and then dives back cross court, trying to steal one away.
Had the right strategy. Ross jump float, good pass this time. Push to the pin. And down the line is good.
A bit of a spread offense on the side of the Dream. I like the pass just off middle and then the push set. This forces April Ross as a defender to have to really pick and choose in terms of running down that high line.
The avid singer, Hailey Harward, laces one in there. See if she passes the test here in transition. That ball will be called. Double contact, not much of an argument from Deberg.
Oh, and that is a big error at this juncture, especially when your defender gets a nice dig. It's completely in rhythm in transition. That one's gonna hurt.
Tough serve again on Deberg. It's been all her so far, and she goes down the line once again, this time just wide. Point Mayhem. 10 apiece, 5 to go.
So here we go, each team has 2 challenges to use.
It's the right idea. Again, back to the level of execution, Kevin, like you mentioned at the start of this set.
Good work by our crew. We're going to have sort of a challenge here. We have the referees coming out and take a look at that. To me, looked clearly out on our replay. And there is the ball mark, bottom left. Pretty quick decision by our crew.
Ball out of bounds. Great shot.
Mayhem will collect the point, and we will be tied in this first set. The Mayhem came out really strong last weekend with a victory over Mel and Brandy, the reigning silver medalists.
I mean, that is a huge win for the A-team, just in terms of their progression back in and onto the sand. You can guarantee that's one they're hanging on to.
Well, they were the wild card to get in, and some people had some questions about that. Questions answered in match 1. This is their 3rd match now of league play. Alix up at the net, got a piece of it, not enough.
Alix and April using some different tactics from the service line. April specifically serving cross court to Deberg, whereas Klineman serving straight down the line. She's got that BB line-to-line serve.
Deberg cracked that one down the middle. That one was a tough play. Overpass. And put away by Hailey Harward on 2.
I love the service pressure. She is ripping the ball right through the middle of the court. And a chance to recycle. Huge play for the Dream.
Big move, 12-10. These sets go fast.
Go right back to the middle here.
He stays to the line for an ace.
Even better. She got him biting towards the middle on the last serve. She levels up once more. Little side spin to the sideline.
Third one is long, but damage done.
April Ross looking to serve now. Again, back cross court.
And if you're Kylie Deberg, you know it's coming to you.
Let's see how they play the high line here.
Jump float, bad pass. Back within 1, coming Mayhem.
Deberg throwing her visor after that too, frustrated. And don't forget what Casey Patterson said about how the ball floats indoors. It really does change, and it veers and shifts. For any of those indoor volleyball players, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those float serves are going to be that much more tough in an arena like this.
The visorless Kylie Deberg looking for a side out this time, and she knows the ball is coming her way. Ross, same serve. Passed into the middle. High line, the call. Instead, it's right through the hands and to the back line. Set point number 1, Dallas Dream.
Great pass from Deberg. She opens up her hip right at the last second to create a better platform angle to keep that ball in system. Even better swing, too, right through the uprights of Alix Klineman.
Chance to go up 1-0. Harward at the line. Trying to work that middle. Here comes Ross. Harward pops out, pops it up. She'll need to do it again. High line, the call. Harward right there. Ball has to go. Poked! And the first set is over.
Huge defense from Hailey Harward. She waited and waited until the right second to slide into the cross-court angle. A massive dig from Hailey Harward.
It took no time at all for Deberg and Harward to close their third straight set victory against the A team. If they can get the next one, they'll be running double sweeps against the gold medalists.
Yeah, baby, that is right. It is time. Ladies and gentlemen, I could not be happier to be right here, right now.
We're in Austin, Dallas, Texas, for San Diego. Get involved and have a reaction out here.
How about a little magic, huh?
The AVP League is brought to you by Wilson, the official ball of the AVP. Another nice performance by Kylie, Deberg, and Hailey Harward of the Dallas Dream. Here in front of our San Diego crowd, Kevin Barnett alongside Cameron Irwin. The league really starting to take shape and catch fire. The fans coming out here in Viejas to enjoy a Saturday evening of volleyball. What do you like from the Dallas Dream in that first set, Cam?
I thought that their service pressure increased. Not only did we see the ace, but in the beginning it was almost as if they were just trying to get into a rhythm, which is hard to do in these expedited sets. So you have to imagine for those two, all of a sudden they started to just fully rip it from the service line, and it paid dividends.
A team looking for a rebound. Let's check in with Casey Patterson. What's going down courtside?
I'm here with trying to get a vibe for how they prep now that these matches are a lot faster. Theo goes, I don't warm up anymore. And why is that, Theo? What's changed?
So, like limited amounts of energy I can spend in an hour. So I do my warm up like a few hours before. We were out here hitting balls. I was thumping balls, indoor, flat sand. But pre-game, so this is fine for me. The fact that like we're mic'd up right now, we don't really, it's like awkward timing to warm up. It's definitely weird vibes.
Yeah. You're heckling, you know, the chirping never needs to get warm. It's always ready to go. What do you have set up for that team that chirps back a lot? I mean, these guys don't really talk at all to you guys, Andy and Miles, right?
Yeah, I think they know better, especially the last two times we played them. We got the better of them, but we're ready for a good battle against the young up-and-comers. But, you know.
I love it. You just feel like bully, like they're not talking back. All right, well, there's some info down here. Back to you guys.
Give them any fire at all. Don't give anything to your times where, of course, athletes have given a little bit of bulletin board material before or some during. And then that matters in terms of motivation. That ball served just wide here as our second set is underway. 1-1, Dallas Dream. Already up 1-0 on the A team. Alix Klineman, April Ross. Deberg got her serving going late in that first set. Work in the middle to start. She does again here, just long.
Couple missed serves on both sides of the net. For the A team, they're looking to go short to the sideline, trying to pin Deberg to the exterior of the court, trying to force her to hit that high line. Let Alix Klineman kind of wait, delay as the defensive setup for that duo.
Gold medalists in 2021. Best team in the world. Alix Klineman, after a decorated indoor career, coming to the beach and having huge success. Good touch and turn. April with a nice swing, and that's a point for the Mayhem.
But that's exactly the defensive alignment, right? So waiting as Alix Klineman on the delayed block to chase down the high line shot, creating a secondary opportunity for a partner to score. Great touch and play by the A team.
Both of these women have gone through not only childbirth, but also marriages. April Ross most recently marrying fighter Josh Riley, as we have a foot fault on that serve. They were at the Shade Hotel in Manhattan Beach. They met back in 2017 at the MBO. So you never know, if you're at the Manhattan Beach Open, you might meet your life partner. Their son Ross was the ring bearer. She gets a good look at the left foot of Alix Klineman catching the line. You can plant your feet, but you just can't catch the line on your way up.
Well, there may be no challenge system. However, there is a massive jumbotron here in Viejas. Everyone looks immediately to the top.
April says she plans to retire after the league to become a coach and commentator. We had her on the Chicago Open and our Heritage Series. Enjoyed having her in the booth. That was a lot of fun. Look forward to more of that. For now, she's still siding out, but not against Hailey Harward. Another good scramble play and put away for the one-time 49er and Trojan.
Kevin, it takes both athletes to pick up the win. It's not just about one person outscoring. When you take a look at the numbers from the last time these two teams met, Hailey Harward had an incredible matchup. 7 digs, 8 kills, 2 aces in her own right.
Beautiful turn and swing from Alix Klineman.
This would be huge for the Dream, as this women's team hasn't been able to pick up a win in league play yet. Took a loss to Cloth and Nuss, and a loss to Montepredis and Wilkerson.
Yeah, what a way to do it. Be beating the A team once again. That overpass is tough. Harward's going to get a swing at it and just miss. A team that had to qualify, had to win a match in Chicago at the end of the tournament to get in. Feel like they're on the verge of true greatness on the AVP and perhaps the international scene as well. Deberg, tough pass, and that ball popped over. Oh, bump kill. All right, Casey Patterson's wandering around down there. I think he found the upcoming opponents. Let's see what they have to say. Another nice transition. Harward looking for hands. Did she get him? Indeed, she did. All right, let's try Keith Patterson once again. Finish in Partain, I think he's next to.
Good convincing. That was amazing. Andy and Miles down here. We're going to talk a little bit about their prep. A little bit before Miles, you know, steak and eggs in the parking lot at Denny's, watching. You probably watched on your phone matches. Anything else you do that's a secret you didn't tell us?
I didn't get any scouting there, so did it afterwards in the lounge. So that's it, though. But the steak was good.
So you're not worried about Theo and Trevor then too much?
We got to the video afterwards, so we still got it, but
still got it. Andy, anything different that you're doing to prep for this stuff?
Yeah, I think just the serve and pass earlier in the day, that's kind of not as normal for us, but yeah, the 1 match per day, just making sure we're fully ready to go when we start.
Fast, and then you got Trevor chirping a ton, so you got to mentally prep for that.
Yeah, but thankfully we play Theo, and Theo's notoriously the slowest no-jump warmer-upper, so if we can get on him early, it's going to be good.
Hey, there it is. There's the game plan. Feel like we're ready.
Then coming up next, Dream taking on the Mayhem. We had a joust referee council meeting here. I think we have a quorum. We've got 4 of them in there. What if they vote 2-2? How do you break the tie? Do we go to Mark Sherman in the crowd or something? Yeah. Right. Mark Sherman polls the crowd. We go to the decibel meter.
Right. We got mics too.
Who touched it last?
You guys have to decide whether it was simultaneous.
All right. I didn't hear what you said. Yeah, is that what you had? You have a joust? Right. Okay. Got it. All right.
So the ruling is joust, Deberg to Klineman, out of bounds.
Oh my goodness, no way. No way, it was on top of it, it's coming over the net. Alix attacked it off of her. I absolutely attacked it. Attacked it off the block and let it go out.
I had it off of you last. That's what I had.
Like something coming up in the sand right here. What? There's like part of the floor is coming through the sand over here. There's a big piece of like carpet or something.
All right, so we've gone from a joust at the net and complaints about that to some sort of court issue. Get out your shovel. And we'll have a little inspection of the court. Officials timeout. Certainly safety of the players is of primary concern here when it comes to what otherwise is a pristine situation inside Viejas Arena.
Yeah, it's been incredible walking in here, seeing all the sand brought in, but I will have to say too, that was a pretty close call. I actually might have gone the other direction with it.
So right now we're in Viejas Arena. This is week 3. We're going to be all across the nation. Austin, Texas, our next stop coming up next week. And this is just consecutive weeks. So wherever you are, if you want to catch a little bit of summer, come on out and join us. We'll be back here in Oceanside, close by Anaheim, and then, of course, our championship in Los Angeles to finish up.
Get a chance to go to some of your favorite cities and see the best beach volleyball players in the country. Oceanside not far away and just north of us here in San Diego, California. Anaheim will be a fantastic location as well. And then back to Texas. Get to hang out twice in the great state of Texas.
The HEB Center will be the host next week at Cedar Park. The Brooklyn Blaze, along with the Los Angeles Launch, the Austin Aces, and the Palm Beach Passion. As we've pulled up whatever was left in the sand there, the sand quite deep. So it was not all the way down to the subsurface. There was something that had just accidentally been left in the sand.
Yeah, but I used to say this when we covered the A-team on their Olympic run. Do not poke the bear. And they have officially been poked. The option play and unleashing Alix Klineman.
All right, we'll see how awake the bear truly is here. 6-6, set number 2. April Ross, nice run. Right to the line. Can she put it away? Yes, she can.
And the perfect timing on the adjustment defensively. Instead of the late line, or excuse me, the delayed line block, it was the opposite. April Ross working to the line, picking up the transition play.
Klineman with an ace down the line.
Just a nasty serve. Oh, that line to line. It's the shortest distance on the volleyball court, and that is coming at you so quickly.
Alix could issue that one at a family volleyball game. Sister Maddie, brother Max, both volleyball players, one at UCLA, one at Santa Barbara. And another block. Here comes the bear.
And that ain't no teddy bear.
No, she's married to Teddy, but not a teddy bear.
That line-to-line serve, though, is creating something else, which is a different platform angle for Deberg. Instead of her platform being on the right side, it's back to the left side on the opposite, and she likes to run that spread often, so that means she has to bring the ball back across her body a longer distance after that first contact. So well played by the A-team.
A-team takes a +3 lead, and Deberg and Harward call a timeout. Both proud parents here doing the mom thing, momming so hard in between AVP league events. And a look at the other side. So Deberg and Harward, you know that your partner's going to get the serve. How can you best support her when that is the situation?
One, there's got to be a bit of belief as the aces to errors pop up on screen, but I think it's also just a little bit of that transition where she can maybe shade towards the middle just a hair. You have to protect that opposite sideline, though. This is what makes beach volleyball so tough. Just two of you out there. Somebody's got to find that reception.
Andrew, how we doing? Great. Miles, how we doing on the phone? Chatting about the game.
Klineman will serve. I think everyone in the arena knows where it's going.
If I'm Deberg, I'm taking half a step to my left right now.
Will she guard the line? Can she handle the serve? It goes back to the middle. Tough cut shot. Excellently done.
But by taking that little bit of shade, it gets the ball back to the right side, and again, utilizing the spread.
Kylie Deberg, not an Olympian, but did go to the Paris Olympics to cheer on her boyfriend, Noslin Diaz, one of the Cuban team players. Harward underneath that one. Hitting at the retreating Klineman, and that's a win. 9-8.
Hailey Harward, so good. good, just sliding right underneath of that shot. And how about this, just clipping the net? That would have been perfect right at the hands of Klineman. However, the misdirect off the net makes it tough.
Harward working down the middle. Klineman left side this time, and that's where she's comfortable. Was an outside hitter forever in her indoor career.
Love seeing her on that left, and of course that angled in approach. So comfortable finding the attack, but I'm a little more confused as to Deberg and what was happening on that block. Only one hand ended up above the height of the net.
April sticking with that jump float, goes short. Line to call, off the block, well long.
Trying to find some different looks. Leveled up play from Deberg, though, looking for the high hands.
First season together, Deberg and Harward, 6-6 overall. But service game has been consistent. There's another ace.
What makes that ace even more impressive is it's a direction we haven't seen her go yet. She actually goes wrist 2 here. Ball traveling to the right side of the court. If you can remember earlier on, she was creating havoc by going through the middle and then the opposite direction. So she's got command from the service line.
We've once again arrived at 10-10. This is where the Dream made a push, got up 2 in set number 1. Klineman will stay on the right this time. Harward pops out. Second time, yes indeed. Out of the sand, not able to win the joust against Klineman.
Defense on the side of the Dream, however, they have to be able to maintain possession of those digs. Just too much going to the opposite side. I mean, the effort is outstanding, but ultimately, if you got Harward at the net, it's going to be tough to find the backcourt defense.
You're right, there's been a couple of times Harward has popped out, been in exactly the right spot, and put it over. Deberg puts that one over. Klineman got it.
You got a smaller block in front, you can guarantee she's going to detonate. But it all starts with that serve. You can see Harward's the one up at the net because Deberg just couldn't get back up on her feet.
This time it's the Mayhem that have made a 2-point push. Harward on 2. This will have to go as well. Again, this time it's a jumbo to the back line winner.
Fantastic control from Hailey Harward. Recognizes the defense beneath. Look at her check. Feels Alix Klineman still up at the net. Ross into the angle. Well placed.
Dream down 1. Back bump set. Ross smokes it right at Harward. She keeps it on her own side. April still has wheels and some heat to go with it.
April Ross showing off defensively. She says enough about Hailey Harward digging the ball. Check this out. Full extension. She only needs 2 steps and the finisher.
Perhaps 2 away from forcing a 3rd set. Set very high. Power from Deberg.
April Ross looking to go a little bit more like Alix Klineman instead of going cross court there. She has varied her service pressure. She moved over to the line. Again, trying to find the success against Deberg.
Mayhem still in a scenario where they could side their way completely out of it. Coach Scott Davenport with some words of as they look to grab a couple of points in this 2nd set. Casey alongside a legendary Sean Rosenthal. We'll get to them in just a moment. Never know who you might encounter at an AVP League event. Klineman, right side, reaches high and puts it away. An impossible angle.
The Klineman angle.
Set point for the Mayhem. Klineman gonna go line to line. Trying to close this second set. Nearly done on the serve. Instead, it's on 2. Harward got enough of it. Tough swing. Jumbo is not down. Ross, mini steps, puts it into the block. And then goes wide, but it is with a touch, and this second set is over. Let's play 3.
It is such a joy to watch the A-team play volleyball, especially those crazy, quick, recycled plays up at the net. The control of April Ross after getting blocked. There's the chase, but it's this play, so impressive. There, the control for Ross.
Well, Cameron Irwin, we often wonder who has the momentum going into a third set. We had a first set tied at 10. The Dream win 15-12. Second set tied at 10. The Mayhem win 15-12. Who gets off to a quick start in our third set, which will also be to 15, we will see. But now, before we check in with Casey Patterson down courtside.
Getting on there.
In here, Sean Rosenthal, one of the most iconic players that I've ever watched. When I played him in my first time ever qualifying, he beat me down. Anyways, Sean, what do you think about this vibe, this arena, this format?
You know, I like this arena, this whole vibe. We're out here, we're getting the crowd into it here. It's cool. This court is really cool, like backed up to the stadium, so it looks really good. And guys are flying and bouncing out here, so.
Yeah, this would look beautiful with the old Rosie Vegas line and the KOB days. Oh, come on.
Good old days.
Yeah. I mean, this guy's iconic. YouTube that Vegas line, AVP. I mean, King of the Beach. This has got Rosie written all over it. I think we might be able to make a comeback.
A game to 15? We're in. Jumpy sand? I think we could do it.
And tank tops. We don't need six-packs. We're fine. We're back.
Where have the Raiders gone? What do they even do nowadays if they don't have the opportunity to support our guy here?
Yeah, right. What are the Raiders doing now that you're not playing? What are they gonna do?
They're still trying to make it out to the events. They get out there to Manhattan. Hermosa this year, they're out there and about. But, you know, I guess they'll up in good jobs, go to work, take care of families, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of the real life.
Barnett's always worried about the important stuff. What are the Raiders doing right now? With Rosie here, what are they doing? They got to come cheer you on here.
Well, there's a couple here. We got like Ed Keller, kind of those original guys from the beginning, and he's out here coaching now every week. So
I'm just glad to see that none of them have had to get in parole hearings or maybe deal with the.
Yeah, and you got your next generation. Groms are here, so you're good.
Yeah, a lot of Groms down here. There's a couple front row here, and you know, they're out here watching their favorites. Taylor Crowd, Chase, not us.
Yeah, right, not us anymore. It's hard to swallow. Anyways, back to you guys.
If you ever hear the Superman theme start up, you know who's about to arrive on the court.
Best sky ball in town.
Sky ball coming, indeed. All right, what's coming in this third set, Cameron Irwin? Why or how does one of these two teams get off to a quick start?
I think it's going to come down to Kylie Deberg and her ability to pass in system, especially on the left side of her body. You can guarantee the A-team is not going to be any sort of forgiving from the service line. They're going to go right back to what won them that second set.
Yeah, there is no Charity Deberg, number 2 there on the left-hand side of your screen, the blocker of the pair alongside Hailey Harward.
April Ross already shifted.
All right, she's gone line to line. That was working for Alix Klineman. Jump float. Straight ahead. Tough pass. Double axe handle set is not where you want to be. Klineman converts the first point of this third set.
And when you're seeing the same serve, the same pressure over and over, the task mentally is just so daunting. You already know what's coming your direction. It's about executing at this point.
After playing in nearly every final of every tournament they've ever been in on the AVP, this year was a little bit tougher for Klineman and Ross. That ball is cracked and it's a winner. We're tied here in the first set.
Kylie Deberg looking like she's playing indoor volleyball with the out-of-system pass. She takes an extra wide approach, getting well outside of the court.
Alix from deep in the court puts that away with authority. The A team finished 7th in Huntington Beach, 9th in Manhattan Beach. And then it was on to wedding season, so they did not appear in the Chicago Heritage Series before we saw them last week in Miami.
But April appearing in People magazine. That's pretty cool. Get your wedding photos plastered.
Real celebrities. That's why when I walked by Alix Klineman on our flight home from Miami last week, she was in the front part of the plane. I was on my way to steerage.
Thought you'd be in the exit row. You need a little more leg room.
Tough to get these days, tough to get. Bad pass, but it doesn't matter. That ball, a winner. Perhaps just the break they needed for the dream. April left side, a little show and take. April taking the line quicker than anticipated.
How about the aim for April? Slightly off balance, kind of leaning to that left side and still just dials it in right down the line.
Next week, we'll be in Austin, another beautiful American city that we're going to visit on this tour, of course, site of a heritage event for so many seasons. The Blaze, the launch, they will be facing off in our first evening of play. Look forward to seeing all those athletes down in the heart of Texas. Hope that the community comes out. A lot of enthusiasm for the sport down in Austin, the capital.
Nice side out for the dream. I think that's also going to be important. Can you get that first side out instead of letting those streaks get rattled off by the A team?
The FBSO, first ball side out.
Exactly. It's too easy of a serve.
All right, that's too good of a block.
What a block. We talked about it to start off this match. The block of Kylie Deberg was a huge part of their first win against this team.
Well, maybe getting a little bit of a release there, paying back some of the plays that she's been giving up. Klineman now, bad pass. Oh, good touch, but just over her partner. Point, Mayhem.
Good effort from April Ross on the out-of-system play. Look at this. She nearly takes out the entire sideline.
We've talked before about how it's important not only to get to the ball, but the quality of contact when you do get there. That ball catches some extra air and goes long. Deberg looking for that line, not this time. Ross with a cut shot.
And not just a cut shot, she sold that. Her shoulders completely turning into the line. Watch what she does here. Shoulders into the line. She turns early and then goes with the cut.
There is no good side, bad side, but we do change sides. Here inside Viejas, Kylie Deberg, Hailey Harward against Alix Klineman and April Ross. Kevin Barnett alongside Cameron Irwin. Casey Patterson joining us all weekend here in Viejas. We'll, of course, be back tomorrow afternoon for another set of 4 matches. The retreating Alix Klineman can't handle that one.
And April a little disappointed with herself there. I think she was trying to find this seam, or at least that right shoulder. And instead, it was Hailey Harward that got the side out.
That crossbody kill is good right on the line. Painting the edges, April Ross.
Well, and that's the opposite shot, right? So instead she goes away from the cut, goes crossbody, sells it with the shoulders into the angle, and rips it right back.
Deberg handling the ball better. And improving results at the net. If you're wondering what the tattoo is there on the left arm of Kylie Deberg, that is the matzah. Longtime big fan of beach volleyball, supporting a number of athletes. Caught him today playing backgammon against the Crab brothers in the hotel lobby. That ball's wide.
Just too many errors right now, both sides of the net. Ross changing it here, going back cross court to Deberg.
Deberg's going to go back to the right side. It ends up in the middle, and she dumps it quickly off her hand.
I'm really surprised the A team has got away from the line to line because it was still causing problems for Kylie.
Could it be the comfort zone for April and her serve, feeling like maybe she's hitting a better serve from cross court?
Well, one of the differences you're already seeing too is April Ross not utilizing her jump topspin serve.
Right.
So she is going with the jump float. Again, maybe because of the conditions, being indoors, trying to find a little bit more of that float. And if you go cross court, it actually gives you more room to work with as well in terms of pace.
Alix, big crack Harward there again, but popped over. Harward trying to keep it on her side. Each time the A team has made her pay for a bad dig. Let's check in with Casey Patterson again. Case, where you at?
Ask you, things are going a lot faster because some high pressure, gnarly rallies. The vibe's a little bit different, it's a little bit quicker. What are we doing to keep things flowing?
It's all about organization and the right mindset. I just follow what the players do and pretend like I know what I'm doing and just play the right song at the right time.
I love it. Has anyone given you, when they hit the cutty, the DJ Rocher like I did?
They have not, and I'm actually a little disappointed on it because when you get the cut shot, I will do something cool for you, but no one's made eye contact with me yet. I don't think they know that I'm down here, to be honest.
I mean, Alix has hit some nasty ones and April. We'll get them going. I love it.
You come to any AVP event, DJ Rocher, I believe in the Southern California Beach Hall of Fame now for his role as the DJ, also the DJ for the AVP and one of the lead men for the Suicide Doors. That's one of his performances locally.
He is the soundtrack to the AVP.
Yes, he is. I can think of a number of fantastic evening matches where he just had the crowd going. All right, we've got going here. We're 6 points away, perhaps, from the end. Unless it goes overtime, there's the winner from Deberg.
But the A team going back to the line, and it was the right choice. Just an even better shot from Deberg. She just barely sneaks this by, but you can see they are scrambling to find the offense here.
Yeah, she's uncomfortable with that ball coming straight at her. Deberg, can she get another big block? Not this time. Her partner instead, perfect dig. Two digs on the A-team side, and it put away.
Fantastic defense from the Mayhem. Alix Klineman, I think she wanted to pull on that last rally, but instead it's this rally she pulls off, finds a touch herself, an even better shot.
That ball landed in a hole. Didn't bounce at all, it just went straight into a hole. It's interesting the different sand we've had in different places. Florida was white sand, and despite the fact it was hot and sunny, the sand was not hot at all. And here, of course, we're indoors. It's not going to be a factor. Perfect play. Even better defense. Ross, transition, looking for control of this third. No. Harward checks down. That ball's popped over.
Magic from April Ross. We always talk about servers getting into a rhythm, blockers getting into a rhythm. Well, how about defenders getting into a rhythm? Ross is on one right now.
Other players dig the ball over the net. April does this all the time. Scores that way with the over on one. She can't handle that one. She may have tried to pop that one over. She will frequently go twice over the net. Deliberately.
Important to note, Deberg, though, has now gone heavy into the cross court twice on that line-to-line. So watch for the adjustment. Does Alix Klineman do the late dive into the angle now?
Hey, once again, we're at almost the exact same point. Tied around 10. We were tied at 10. It's now 11-11. No one made the break to 12-10. High line is good. Up to the Dream to keep pace with the Mayhem in their side-out game. Where's April Ross going, Cameron Irwin? I see you eagerly anticipating.
Right now, she's dialed right into the middle. Now actually shifting back.
So it'll be cross-court to Kylie Deberg here.
And I think it's still going to be that delayed block from Klineman.
Going up the middle, they find Harward. She can't find the sand. That ball will have to go over. Crowd, I don't think, saw the touch. That time they did. Slap down and down.
The oohs and ahs of the crowd, the soundtrack right now, so fun as everyone invested. Hard to see the contact, but there's a nice block touch from Klineman. Unable to control that overhead, though.
The athleticism of Deberg putting that ball away, all important to tie us at 12.
To this point, April Ross's passing has been money.
They've given up far fewer aces than the last time these two teams played at the A team. That one middle is long, critical error.
Yeah, and I don't think that was the set April Ross was looking for. She had to make that step close to the right, so taking her approach in a different alignment. Trying to find the seam.
Side change coming, but it would be on the other side of a Mayhem timeout. First match of 4 on the evening. Dallas Dream, Miami Mayhem will face off on the men's side. That's coming up next. Dream and Mayhem, Andy Benish, Miles Partain, Theo Brunner, Trevor Crabb doing their best to get into our booth position here. Welcome back, Kevin Barnett, Cameron Irwin. Looking forward to another exciting night of this is the best way to start, really, right? The reigning gold medalist from 2021, are we calling it?
2021.
2021 against some upstarts, part of that college program that's women's ranks.
Yeah, it is so fun just to see the development on the women's side. We so frequently talk about it, but that's because it has truly elevated the game of not just Kylie Deberg and Hailey Harward, but it also pushed Alix and April to really win that gold. I don't think if they hadn't had the competition they had domestically, training week in and week out in the sands of the South Bay, that they would have found that Olympic gold. That is a huge critical piece, is the development of the younger women coming in and pushing the top dogs.
It was a precipitous rise for Alix Klineman on the right. For April Ross, she's been at this a long time, 2-time national champion indoors at USC, but that is over 20 years ago now. And she has had an illustrious career, winning an Olympic medal of each color. She'd love to take home a victory here in the league tonight. Whoa, tough serve. That one darted. Ross handled it and put it away. That's that movement Casey Patterson was talking about.
And that's the passing I'm talking about for April Ross. She has been money, especially here in this third set.
April saying it's all about being out here on my own terms now. My focus has widened. It's not just about some journey to a gold medal. Tough serve, going to be a difficult swing. Kylie Deberg showing her skill.
Hailey Harward showing her skill.
I knew you'd love the set. Match point coming for the Dream.
She can't even see the target.
Looking like a young Cameron Irwin.
Yeah, right.
All right, set number 3, match ball. Wow. We are headed to overtime. Ross from the middle. Harward in the middle as well. Crushes that one. Second match ball upcoming.
Hailey Harward has not seen the side-out game in this matchup. Ice water in her veins here. Not only the first contact, but the put-away against the big block.
On the campus, her father's alma mater. Once on the golf team, looking for a victory. Inside angle, dug up. No, not quite. Just out of reach.
This is fantastic. Which defender is going to separate and elevate their team? Hailey Harward or April Ross? Somebody's got to turn a point.
Harward, such a strong change of direction. Teams change sides. Alix Klineman probably not going to change anything about the service. Line to line coming. Right at Deberg. Good pass this time. High ball. Dunk straight down. Third match ball. Harward missed last time. Or pardon me, Deberg missed last time.
But that is an amazing shot. They played into that, expected the pace.
Crowd getting into it. Second miss.
April's been attacking the middle.
Looking for the line, just wide, just. Fourth match point opportunity for the Dream. Short. Middle, dug up. Harward, got it!
Hailey Harward stepped up in the backcourt, finds the transition, and their first win in league play.
Harward with terrific vision throughout the match. She dialed in the dig here, keeping it on her side.
So impressive for the Dallas Dream. The A team, though, loved their composure, their play, just unable to find the sand against Harward's defense.
A little check down at match number one was an exciting one for our crowd here. The Dallas Dream victorious once again. That's 2 in a row over the A team for Deberg and Harward. On the rise. For April and Alix, a bit of disappointment here to open the weekend in San Diego. Almost identical first sets going opposite directions. An overtime win for the Dream. Mark Sherman with our winners.
Down here with the winners, everybody, the Dallas Dream. Boy, that was real fun. A fun way to start off the weekend. Kylie, from the service line, just unleashing. You came into this week in the lead for women and aces. You had some there. You're feeling it from the service line. What's your mentality back there?
Ace or air.
Ace or air, so go for it.
Yeah.
I think we like ace or air. That's very fun to watch. And Hailey, you always bring the fire. You're such a fun, fiery team to watch. Talk about the energy that you feel with each other on the court.
Yeah, you know, we talked about being united today, and I think that really helped on the court, just pumping each other up, keeping things light. You know, this is such a fun atmosphere. Thanks, everyone, for being here. And, yeah, just great vibes with Kylie.
Well, congratulations. You two looked real connected. Great vibes out there. Hailey, Kylie got the win. The Dream are 3-2, and the boys are coming up. Congratulations. Give it up for Hailey and Kylie, everybody.
The Dream putting the sleeper hold on their opponents. An excellent job from Deberg and Harward. They won the sprint to 15 from tied at 10 in the first. It was their opponents who rebounded in the second, but in the end, a little too much defense from Hailey Harward and some tough serving from her partner Kylie Deberg carried the day in overtime. They are the victors over the A team.